30 seconds! Get up! Get down! Hurry up! Get up! Get down! Hurry up! Find your seats! To the courtyard! Move! 10 seconds!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Ryan Maynard, the Commandant of the Connecticut State Police Training Academy. We welcome you to Welty Hall on the campus of Central Connecticut State University for the graduation ceremony of Connecticut State Police 135th Training Troop. Before we begin today's ceremony, please join me in a moment of silence and remembrance of Connecticut State Police Trooper First Class Aaron Pelletier, who on May 30th was taken from us during the course of his duties. Trooper Pelletier had courageously served the state of Connecticut for 9 years, where he was consistently the calm in the storm, assisting fellow troopers, protecting our communities, and bringing a smile to all who knew him. Thank you. We recognize and appreciate the contributions and the value of your support throughout this training. This training and subsequently this life and career are not easy. None of us can do this alone, and you are vital members of the law enforcement family. Please join me in a round of applause for the recruits' friends and families and all law enforcement families in attendance. Today's graduation is the culmination of an intensive 28-week training program that we believe is one of the most comprehensive and demanding in the nation. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. Please rise for the procession of our national colors, presented by the Connecticut State Police Color Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Without further delay, the Connecticut State Police and the Training Academy staff take great pleasure in presenting to you the members of the 135th Training Troop.
gotta feed my soul. The gates are open, so release the bulls. Don't hold me back no more, unleash the beast inside. Stand up with my pride, I was born to toe the line. I'm ready to light the fire inside. We are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, we are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, so come along with me, 'cause we're making history. Yeah, we are legends tonight. A legend is born tonight. History is made tonight. We are the chosen. We got the keys to the town. Yeah. And no one's gonna take our crown. We're gonna bring it home and take them one by one. Yeah. Get up and knock them down and rise up like the sun. Are you ready to ignite the fire inside? We are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, we are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, so come along with me, 'cause we're making history. Yeah, we are legends tonight. A legend is born tonight. History is made tonight. A legend is born. We are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, we are legends, tonight's the night. Yeah, so come along with me, 'cause we're making history. Yeah, we are legends tonight. A legend is born tonight. History is made tonight. A legend is born. We are legends. We are legends. Tonight's the night. A legend is born.
Rifle detail. Post. One 135th Training Troop. More time. March. Now there's a story that needs to be told about the blue, about the gold. Our story goes, or so they say, of the sacrifice and the price they paid. Forward, march, hail, hail, state police. King of the road, come follow me. Nothing in this world is free. A trooper's life was made for me. Sitting at home, hanging around. My wife was getting me down. A state recruiter walked up to me. Hey, what's the life you want to lead? I left my home, I left my life to learn the trooper way of life. Mama, mama, don't you cry. Your trooper now ain't gonna die. Day one was dark, a chill in the air. Shouting troopers everywhere. Or should I say I'm feeling low? Count me in, I'm good to go. Late to bed, early to rise. The sun was shining in my eyes. While putting knowledge in my head. These are the words that they said. Hail, hail, state police. King of the road, come follow me. Nothing in this world is free. A trooper's life was made for me. They trained us hard, they trained us long. They showed us the right way from the wrong. While putting knowledge in our head. We train to fight and we fight to win. We started out in 1903. That's the year we came to be. 100 years have come and gone. And the tradition marches on. 26 troopers have paid the price. For the blue and the gold they sacrifice. They're in our hearts, they're in our minds. We salute the families left behind. Hail, hail, state police. King of the road, come follow me. Nothing in this world is free. A trooper's life was made for me. Oh, now the story has been told. About the blue, about the gold. And all the things for which we strive. We'll never quit, we'll never die. Hail, hail, state police. King of the road, come follow me. Nothing in this world is free. A trooper's life was made for me. Good step, good step, good step, your left. Good step, good step, good step, your left. Now count. Cadence delay, cadence count off. Hey, trooper trainee, roll your shoulders back. Lift your head up high. Reach and touch the sky. Count it, count it, count it. Hit it. Oh what? Oh what? Oh what? Troop. Halt. Center face.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the members of the 135th Training Troop. Please rise and remain standing for our national anthem and the invocation. We ask that all uniformed personnel take commands from the troopers on stage. The national anthem will be performed by Sergeant Donna Saborin.
Oh, see, can you mercy by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
And now, the invocation by State Police Chaplain, Rabbi Chaim Gertzman.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and graduates of the 135th Training Troop of the Connecticut State Police, it is an honor to stand here before you today as we celebrate the dedication, sacrifice, and commitment of these exceptional men and women. Their training was rigorous from the moment they stepped into the Connecticut State Police Training Academy on January 26th. This remarkable class embarked on a journey that tested their resilience, character, and sense of duty. The 24 graduates of the 135th Training Troop represent a rich tapestry of backgrounds, training, and experience, reflecting a diverse cohort committed to safeguarding our communities. Today we express our deepest gratitude to these new state troopers. They have answered the call to serve, to protect, and to uphold the values that define our great state. As they take their oaths, they become part of a legacy that stretches back through generations of dedicated law enforcement professionals. Join me in a prayer for the graduates and all the troopers of our great state. Let us pray. Merciful God, we ask that you grant wisdom, insight, bravery, loyalty, and valor for these men and women, these new troopers of the Connecticut State Police. Lead and guide each one of these graduates today and through the various stages of their careers in service. Strengthen and protect them with your power, that they may fulfill their callings and careers. Be sure defense against every enemy. We ask that you enlighten their minds and clarify their vision. Let them see what they need to see and hear what they need to hear, and give them the courage to act on what they need to act on. Grant them courage and loyalty, and that in all duties they may serve our state without reproach. Give your help, O God, that they may valiantly fulfill their role in the Connecticut State Police as a sure, firm arm for justice and rule of law, bringing a just and lasting peace. We ask this in your mighty name. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. Please take your seats. It is my honor to introduce the distinguished individuals with whom I share the dais this morning. Seated on my far left, the Lieutenant Governor of the State of Connecticut, the Honorable Susan Beiswitz. Colonel Daniel Lockman, Deputy Commissioner and the Commanding Officer of the Connecticut State Police. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Fonjami, the Commanding Officer of the Office of Professional Standards and Training. Lieutenant Colonel Mark Davison, the Commanding Officer of the Office of Administrative Services. Troop Louis J. Fusaro, Jr. of the Groton Police Department, representing the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association. I'd also like to acknowledge the following guests who are joining us today. Family members of our fallen troopers. Specifically in attendance today, the families of Troopers Pelletier, Green, and Hall. Dr. Zuma Toro, President of Central Connecticut State University. Command staff and representatives from other state police agencies. Seated in the center front portion of the audience are the state police commanders who are responsible for ensuring that these graduating recruits are provided the guidance, supervision, and field training necessary to effectively serve the citizens of Connecticut. Along with the families and friends of the 135th Training Troop, we have the privilege to have several additional guests joining our celebration. These honored guests include members of our congressional delegation and state legislature, members of our Police Officer and Standards Training Council, the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association, and our state's attorney's offices. Members of state police departments from surrounding states, members of federal and municipal law enforcement, commissioners and employees of our partner state agencies, current and retired employees of the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection. Your collective attendance is appreciated and recognized as an expression of your support and commitment to the Connecticut State Police and these graduates. Thank you. The department, and especially the Training Academy staff, is indebted to President Zuma Toro and Central Connecticut State University for the use of this fine facility for today's ceremony. Please join me in thanking our hosts. Our first speaker is Lieutenant Governor Susan Beiswitz. Sworn in on January 4, 2023, Lieutenant Governor Beiswitz is serving her second term as Connecticut's 109th Lieutenant Governor. She served as Secretary of State from 1999 to 2011, where she was an advocate for businesses, veterans, and the electoral system. Prior to this, she was a state representative in the Connecticut General Assembly, representing the towns of Middletown, Middlefield, and Durham. During this time, she wrote key legislation in the areas of women's health care and controlling lobbyist efforts in our government. She's also a published author. A graduate of Yale University and Duke Law School, we are pleased to welcome the Honorable Susan Beiswitz, Lieutenant Governor of the State of Connecticut.
Well, thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. I am so pleased on behalf of Governor Lamont and myself to have this opportunity to congratulate and to celebrate all the members of the 135th Training Troop who are graduating and becoming proud Connecticut State Troopers today. And before I brag more on them, I want to say thank you to several special groups of people who have made it possible for all of us to be here today. First, I want to recognize and say thank you to all of our United States military veterans who have sacrificed and put their lives on the line for the freedoms that we enjoy in our state and our country, and I would ask all of our U.S. military veterans to please stand so we can say thank you to you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your service to our country. We are also joined by many current and former law enforcement members that have helped to keep our community safe in our state, and I'd ask our members of the other law enforcement community that join us today to please stand so we can say thank you to you. And finally, the very brave, sacrificing, and courageous family members of our graduates today who have sacrificed to get them to this point, but who will continue to generously share them with our great state. So our family members, if you would please rise, of all of our graduates. Thank you all so much. We are so grateful that you are sharing them with our state. So to our graduates, thank you for hearing the call to duty and for being here today to bravely serve our beautiful state. You do this at a difficult time in our state and our country. You have pledged your loyalty and your service. Many of you come to us from the military, from the fire service, from other law enforcement agencies. You've served as corrections officers and EMTs before joining us today. We know you worked so hard to get here. You have put in 1,500 hours of training. And it took tenacity and perseverance to get here today. So we are so very proud of all of you. I know the courage that it takes and the talent that it takes to be a state trooper because I have 2 state troopers on my detail. So does the governor. I think he has 10. And we know, because we spend many hours with our talented state troopers every day, on some days, many more hours with them than our spouses. So we know the quality and the professionalism that our state troopers bring to this calling. And so today we are humbled by your desire to serve our communities and our state, and we congratulate you and we wish you well. And I want to say in particular that the governor and I are so proud of the diversity that these new graduates bring to our beautiful state. We would like more state troopers to sign up. We need more. Recruiting starts in September. So if you know any men and women who would like to someday sit on this stage and to serve our beautiful state, we would welcome you, because just as this class looks like the beautiful diversity of our state, we need more men and women to step up to help serve. So with that, I want to again congratulate these wonderful graduates on their achievements and wish each of them a very successful and safe career. God bless them, God bless their families, our beautiful state, and our great nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Our next speaker is Colonel Daniel Lockman, the commanding officer of the Connecticut State Police. We welcome Colonel Lockman to the podium.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here to share and recognize the accomplishments of the 135th Training Troop as we celebrate their graduation from the State Police Training Academy. We're honored to have you here with us today. The troopers on the stage before you are among the most highly qualified and trained law enforcement officers in the nation. The 24 troopers on this stage are an elite group who began their journey in January, and over the last 28 weeks have completed 1,587 hours of training. The training they received far exceeds the mandated training requirements, and they will continue their training in their new assignments with an additional 400 hours of field training guided by field training officers, also known as FTOs. The significance of the state police exceeding mandated minimum training requirements is amplified by the fact that the state of Connecticut as a whole mandates a higher standard of training, not only in regards to recruit training, but also in-service training when compared to other states on the national stage. Troopers, in a moment you will take the state police oath of office. This oath is more than simply reciting of words just to fulfill our obligations here today. The oath will seal the pledge that you will make to yourself and to the people of Connecticut to support the constitutions of both the United States and the state of Connecticut, to faithfully perform your duties as a state trooper. Wearing this uniform is a calling and an undertaking that should never be taken lightly. To uphold the oath of office in law enforcement requires professionalism, courage, and sacrifice. A career in policing is an honorable and noble profession, and each of you on this stage has earned the privilege to wear that badge that will soon be pinned on your uniforms. I ask that you wear that badge with pride, honor, and integrity each and every day. This marks the end of the first chapter of your training, and now you move on to FTO, where you will apply the knowledge and skills that you've acquired during your time at the academy. The training you received will be a solid foundation which will be built upon during the next phase of your training and beyond. The true test starts when you're out in the field and you put all that you have learned into practice. During FTO training, you will be provided with valuable information and resources to help you to be successful when you complete the program. Make the best of your opportunity to expand your knowledge base and ask questions. Be receptive to feedback from your FTOs, your supervisors, and your peers, and learn from your experiences, both good and bad. We expect that you're going to make mistakes while you're learning on FTO. When you make a mistake, own it, fix it, learn from it, and move on from it. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back from seeing your full potential and from missing opportunities to get good experience and learn. Ask questions if you don't understand something, whether it's of your FTO or a classmate. And don't forget to be a resource for each other. Help and be supportive of one another. Find something that you enjoy while on patrol, whether it be traffic enforcement, DUI enforcement, criminal interdiction, conduct investigations, but be active. Get out into the community and build meaningful relationships with those who you took an oath to serve and protect. Family and friends of our graduates, while they're taking a step forward in their career, I want to express my extreme gratitude to those who have supported the troopers over the years. No one can do it alone, and without the proper support systems in place outside of the workplace, none of this would be possible. Thank you all for the roles that you've played in their success. I ask that you continue to provide the support and strength that they will need as they face new challenges in their assignments. I would like to recognize the Training Academy staff for their commitment to ensuring our troopers receive the best training possible. The efforts led by Captain Ryan Maynard, Lieutenant Anthony Christie, and Sergeant Londano. Thank you all for your contributions. With that said, enjoy today. It will fly by and be over before you know it. Take it all in and be proud of what you've accomplished. Thank you, congratulations, good luck, and welcome to the State Police family.
Thank you, Colonel Lockman. The highest compliment that any police department can bestow on its members is to entrust them with the training of its newest members. The Academy staff instructors are not only teachers, but role models, counselors, mentors, and among the most dedicated, conscientious, and hardworking individuals that I've ever had the honor of working with. During our more intensive training evolutions, the staff voluntarily worked to what equates as double shifts. These extended days equate to hours away from the home and family in service to the development of the training troop. The success of this program resides completely with the Academy staff and includes not only the instructors, but the administrator, kitchen staff, maintenance staff, fleet personnel, and our photo unit. Their collective dedication, effort, adaptation, and perseverance has been on display throughout this training program. It has been my privilege to serve and work alongside them, and I am exceptionally proud of their accomplishments. Please join me in recognizing all members of the Training Academy staff. Public speaking is an important part of all recruit training. At every graduation, a class representative prepares a speech and presents it on behalf of the training troop. This recruit was selected by their classmates to give a voice to their shared experiences and successes. The class speaker for the 135th Training Troop is Trooper Trainee Kathleen Begley.
Good morning. On behalf of the 135th Training Troop, I would like to begin by thanking the family members, friends, and loved ones in attendance as I take a few more moments of your time during this graduation ceremony. I want to thank you for your sacrifice and your support as you witnessed your loved one leave at dawn every Monday morning and then arrive home sometimes as late as midnight every Friday for 28 weeks. The phone calls that we had each week were sacred, and you were always on our minds. So again, I wholeheartedly thank you. There are 3 core values that define what it means to be a Connecticut State Trooper. Values that guide us and reflect who we are as individuals, both in the career that we will soon be embarking on, as well as within the life that we aim to lead. These core values are honor, courage, and commitment. These values play a crucial role in our transformation from recruits to the honorary title of trooper. Commitment. I want to speak about commitment first because I felt as though this is the first value that one must learn when they step through the threshold of the academy. I can assure you that those who do not embrace the concept of commitment quickly elected to leave the 135th Training Troop. Commitment was reflected in a multitude of ways within this program. In the first few weeks, when the days were long and grueling, we needed to find it within ourselves to be committed to the agency and to be committed to the cause. It was essential that we found a reason why we want to pursue the state police and allow that reason to push us through the challenges that were thrown at us. As the program went on, there became, in my opinion, a deeper meaning behind the word commitment. The word not only reflected commitment to our individual selves and causes, but it also transitioned into the concept of being committed to each other. The truth is, we needed each other to endure. No, we were not perfect. I used to come home and tell my family that I had 19 annoying brothers and 4 crazy sisters. But at the end of the day, we were committed to taking care of each other and in return, formulating an unbreakable bond. The second core value that I would like to reflect upon is honor. I have often found that honor, pride, and integrity are almost interchangeable. At the very least, the 3 nouns have a strong correlation between each other. Ever since the beginning of law enforcement, honor has been the backbone of any department. I cannot say that we did everything perfectly throughout the longevity of this academy, myself included. But we owned up to our deficiencies and embraced the value of learning from those prior mistakes. I would like no murmurs from my classmates or the instructors at this time about the 13 cones incident. It takes both honor and integrity to reflect on what we did wrong, and there is great value in that reflection, especially as we transition to our roles on the road. Honor is not solely representative of owning up to our mistakes, however. Honor additionally has a direct reflection on our own family names that we proudly wear on our uniforms, and it reflects the agency that we choose to be a part of. The men and women of the 135th Training Troop stand before you here today because we have honor. Throughout this academy, we have carried ourselves with integrity and have been proud of all that we have accomplished. This is especially apparent during the major evolutions that we have conquered. Which leads me to our final core value, courage. I find that many people mistake the word courage for fearlessness. Though I believe that it is important to have an innate ability to be a little fearless in order to be a state trooper, I would argue that being courageous far supersedes fearlessness. Courage is the ability to be afraid and still find a way to persevere through. For me, and I'm sure a majority, if not all, of my classmates can attest to the fact that courage is the value that we found ourselves utilizing the most and will continue to utilize as we traverse this academy and as we traverse life itself. I have found that in my short lifespan of 24 years that people sometimes boast and make a lot of noise and claims about their bravery. But when the time comes to take action and do what is right and engage, those that make the most noise run away. I can assure you that the 135th Training Troop does not run away. Throughout our time at the Academy, we were faced with a series of evolutions created to test our courage. Each of us had our own individual fears that we overcame in order to achieve the title of being a Connecticut State Trooper. Despite popular belief, one of my fears was not garlic or the light. A statement moment for our class was during the active shooter evolution. Within the active shooter evolution, cowardice was not an option. The goal of the drills were to push through and eliminate the threat at all costs. Everyone within the 135th Training Troop had success with our mission and knew our role. Not one of us froze. In addition to the active shooter evolution, we were faced with other stressors such as OC spray, the taser, and tear gas. I can assure you that each and every one of us had to find the courage to make it through the aforementioned evolutions. I watched as my classmates and my instructors valiantly went through the gas in our final evolution. I will openly admit that we feared the effects of those evolutions, yet despite that fear, those that are standing before you found the courage to forge through together as one. As one, there is a lot to think about when it comes to that phrase. I grew up in the world of policing as the daughter of a retired Manchester, New Hampshire police officer. I had a pretty firm grasp on the brotherhood and sisterhood that encompasses the career. And I had witnessed from an early age how devastating it is to lose a member of the department in a line of duty death, as my father's department lost Officer Michael Briggs. However, I was able to observe that even in that sorrow, those that donned the badge stood tall and in unison during that hardship. I have always appreciated this uniformity from a somewhat outside perspective, but it wasn't until the loss of TFC Aaron Pelletier that I fully understood this unity, as this was the agency that I was now a part of. My heartfelt condolences to TFC Aaron Pelletier's family on behalf of the 135th Training Troop. We will look to honor his legacy by treating those around us with dignity and respect, and by always striving to show the community that the 135th will move mountains for them if they need us to. The last value that I would like to touch on today is family. I believe that it is not listed as one of our core values because it is a value that is ingrained in each and every one of us, that it does not need to be written down. I would argue that the 135th Training Troop's bond differs from many others due to our smaller class size. Collectively, we took care of each other. When one was weak in a particular area or was worried about a specific event, we did not hesitate to lift each other up. In the final weeks, those that remained knew that we needed to push through and to not take ourselves out of the fight. The men and women that are standing before you endured through the blood, sweat, and yes, the occasional tears. We would not quit on ourselves, and more importantly, we would never quit on each other. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I stand with my family, the 135th Training Troop. We were forged in fire, and we will serve with pride. Thank you.
Thank you, Trooper Trainee Bagley. It is an Academy tradition for the Training Troop to present a plaque to the Academy staff. On the walls of the Training Academy are plaques dating back to 1986, reminding us of the history of our department. The members of the 135th Training Troop have asked to add their plaque to the wall in memory of their time at the Academy and to recognize the efforts of the Academy staff. Trooper Trainee Magdalena Volosian will make the presentation of the plaque to the Recruit Coordinator, Sergeant Christian Lindano. On behalf of the entire Training Academy staff, I would like to thank the 135th Training Troop for presenting us with their class plaque. In every Academy class, an award is presented to the recruit who is the top qualifying shooter. The Trooper Trainee who will receive this award is Trooper Trainee Nicholas Swore, and Sergeant Anthony Chiretto, the Firearms Training Unit Supervisor, accompanied by Mrs. Patricia Slattery, will explain the criteria for selection.
This award is dedicated in memory of Master Sergeant Robert W. Slattery, who retired after 21 years of service with the Connecticut State Police. Master Sergeant Slattery constantly emphasized the importance of firearm safety, training, and proficiency in law enforcement. As an active and proficient shooter, he always made himself available to anyone who wanted to improve their skills in the practical use of firearms. His attitude towards the importance of training and the respect for firearm safety and proficiency is carried on today and taught to trooper trainees. The trainees of the 135th Training Troop received over 120 hours of intensive instruction in the fundamentals of shooting tactics, weapons maintenance, and issues dealing with the use of deadly force. Each trainee fires almost 3,000 rounds of ammunition during training. After completing the basics in marksmanship, each recruit is put through a variety of shooting drills, culminating in a time-scored police combat qualification course. The recruit with the highest score for this course is awarded the Master Sergeant Slattery Award. We are honored to have Mrs. Patricia Slattery, the wife of the late Master Sergeant Robert Slattery, here to present this award. The recipient is Trooper Trainee Nicholas Swore.
Thank you, Sergeant Chiretto and Mrs. Slattery. Established in 1972, the Connecticut State Police Alumni Association is a fraternal organization open to active and retired state police personnel and their families. The association always honors one graduate from each training troop with the Alumni Association Award. The trooper trainee who will receive this award is Trooper Trainee Nicholas Kelly. On behalf of the association, retired State Police Sergeant Jerry Longo will explain and make the presentation.
They always cringe when I get up here. They have nothing to fear today. I'd like to talk about a couple of records that were set. And I'm the department historian, so they go over many years. The first record was when I retired in 2003. About 4 days after my retirement, I took my massive amount of separation money to the Jaguar dealership in Hartford, and I bought a Jaguar. I brought it home, and I washed it, and I waxed it, and I took pictures of me with it in the driveway. And several days later, I got a call from Internal Affairs that my neighbor told me I must be selling drugs because he heard I bought a Jaguar for cash, and I was retired. So I think I'm the only guy that ever got an IA after they retired. That's one record. Another record is that Commissioner Higgins, who I'm sorry not to see here today, but I'm sure he's somewhere where he's needed, broke a record. His staff, Colonel Laughlin's staff, and everybody that works for him broke the record of visiting the State Police Museum, the first commissioner ever to do so in 14 years. They came around, they went around the whole state and got to know everybody and everything that they could. And I really appreciate that. That's one record I liked seeing broken. The other thing I'd like to talk about, more record than thing, was the class speaker was really good, wasn't she? Wasn't she? Really good? That was a very good speech. I hate these short podiums. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So another record was the last class, the entire class joined the Alumni Association. All right, so I'm challenging this class to do the same thing. Reach out to me after the meeting. We'll set you up on how to do that. 134th Training Troop all joined, which is great. The fraternal organization supports and defends the department. That's our only mission. We do charitable work, everything from the Special Olympics to funeral details and graduations and St. Patrick's Day parades. We've got a great museum in Meriden, which I hope you'll visit someday. We've got a vintage car museum. There's a very prestigious group that does car shows called Klingberg, very highly thought of, and our state police truck won best truck at that show, so we're doing really good with this stuff. But we support and defend the department. And this poor guy's hanging out here. This Trooper Kelly, he can wait a second. He had 28 weeks to get trained so he could stay in there forever. I wanted to talk about the heroes. I'm seeing a lot of heroes here today, and I know that word gets thrown around. You can use the word courageous or whatever, but Rabbi Gertzman, I know, went to Israel with supplies when he was needed. That's hero stuff. Donna, my friend that sings the national anthem, gets up in front of like thousands of people now and sings the national anthem. That's courage stuff. That's hero stuff. It doesn't have to involve guns or car chases or anything else. You don't have to do things like that to be courageous or to be a hero. You just have to do what's right. And so this award goes to someone who the class and the cadre of instructors thought did all the right things and acted the right way and was nice and kind and supportive through the entire class. It's not the best shooter, it's not the best student, none of that. We established this award to reward that person, that courageous person. It's got the courage built up inside them to do the right thing. So I'd like to present this money. Hey, by the way, there's money in this envelope. You ain't gonna crack a smile or nothing. Look at that guy. It's like a statue in my wife's garden. Awesome. Trooper Nicholas Kelly gets the Alumni Award Associate this year.
Thank you, Sergeant Longo. The Samuel J. Luciano Award is presented by the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association to the recruit who has maintained the highest academic average during training. We are honored to have Chief Louis J. Fusaro, Jr. of the Groton Town Police Department, representing the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association, here to present this award to Trooper Trainee Nicholas Miranda. Chief Fusaro will explain and present this award.
Good morning, everyone. Happy to follow another state police alumni, but I'll keep my remarks shorter. Samuel J. Luciano. In 1965, the Education Committee of the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association recognized a long-term need for a formal, structured municipal police training program and a physical location in which to conduct training. At that time, Samuel Luciano, the chief of Westport, was on the Education Committee. With his fellow police chiefs, Chief Luciano worked long and hard to facilitate a uniform statewide training program and the establishment of an academy. In November of 1970, Chief Luciano and other members of the committee came to the academy grounds in Meriden and toured the building. They were pleased to find that the construction was about 80% complete. Their goal and Sam Luciano's dream was almost complete. A few days after that tour, Chief Luciano suffered a fatal heart attack, which prevented him from ever seeing the realization of his dream, which was the Connecticut Police Academy. In honor of Chief Luciano, the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association established a Samuel J. Luciano Award. This award recognizes the trainee who has attained the highest academic average in the training troop. Since 1970, the president of the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association traditionally presents this award at every graduation ceremony. Congratulations to the recipient of the Luciano Award, Trooper Trainee Nicholas Miranda, with a 97.1% grade point average.
Thank you, Chief Fusaro. In memory of Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams, an award is presented to the graduating recruit who has demonstrated an exceptional display of motivation, dedication, and leadership throughout the entire training program. Today, this award will be given to Trooper Trainee Gabriella Gandini. Sergeant Joshua Sawyer, the in-service training coordinator, will explain and present this award.
In memory of Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams, an award is presented to the graduating recruit who has demonstrated an exceptional display of motivation, dedication, leadership throughout the entire training program. Lieutenant Colonel Williams became a state trooper in 1937, is one of the first agency members to hold a college degree. As a trooper, he rose quickly through the ranks, and in 1967, he was promoted to the newly established rank of lieutenant colonel. As the director of state police training, he was responsible for improving and streamlining recruit and in-service training. His approach to and methods of instructing police officers became the model for police training in the Northeast. During his 34-year career, his motivation, dedication, and leadership qualities were second to none. The recipient of this award, chosen by the Academy staff, is the recruit that best exemplifies those traits displayed by the late Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams. Today, the Training Academy is proud to present the Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams Award to Trooper Trainee Gabriella Gandini.
Thank you, Sergeant Sawyer. At each graduation, an award is presented to the state police recruit who has achieved overall excellence in training. The trooper trainee who will receive this award is Trooper Trainee Nicholas Swar. Sergeant Christian Lindano, the recruit coordinator, accompanied by retired Trooper First Class David Tuskowski, will explain and present this award.
Trooper First Class Alan J. Tuskowski was a 15-year-old veteran of the Connecticut State Police Department who served on the Training Academy staff for 9 years. On June 2, 1983, he was stricken with a fatal heart attack at the age of 38 while at the Academy. In Alan's memory, the training staff of the Academy established the Alan J. Tuskowski Excellence in Training Award. This award is presented to the trainee who attains the highest overall level of performance in critical areas of our state police training program. The trainee who receives this award is graded not only by academic performance, but also in the disciplines of firearms, qualification, driving, and physical fitness. A peer evaluation in which the class selects the member of the troop who they perceive will become an outstanding exemplary state trooper is added into the equation as well. The trainee who attains the highest overall composite rating is thereby recognized by their instructors and peers as the best of the best. Today, the Training Academy is proud to present the Alan J. Tuskowski Award for Excellence in Training to Trooper Trainee Nicholas Swar.
Thank you, Sergeant Lindano, and retired Trooper First Class David Tuskowski. We have now reached the point in today's program our graduates have anxiously awaited: the presentation of their badges and the administration of the oath of office. There is a long-standing tradition in the law enforcement community involving the pinning of badges. Several of our graduates are related to present or retired police officers. They've elected to have their badges pinned by their family members this morning. Sergeant Lindano will announce each graduate's name, duty assignment, and where applicable, the relationship between the graduate and the badge pinner. All other badges will be pinned by Colonel Lockman. After each trooper trainee receives their badge, you will notice as they return to their seats, they will pass by the department flag. The flag bears memorial streamers for every trooper who has given their life in the line of duty since 1903. Each trooper trainee will touch the staff of this flag to signify and reflect on their commitment to service. State police photographers will be taking photos of the badge pinning ceremony and will make them available to the families and friends of the graduates. Therefore, we ask that you please remain silent and seated during this portion of the program to allow everyone the opportunity to view the pinning. Thank you.
Trooper Trainee Matthew O'Neill, being assigned to Troop L, Litchfield. Trooper Trainee Julian Nunez, Troop K, Colchester, being pinned by his uncle and retired Connecticut State Police Trooper First Class Peter Nunez. Trooper Trainee Austin Calamita, being assigned to Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Trainee Adam Baig, Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Trainee Sean Hayslip, being assigned to Troop D, Danielson. Trooper Trainee Eugene Willingham, Troop B, North Canaan. Trooper Trainee Nicholas Swar, being assigned to Troop F, Westbrook. Trooper Trainee Mason Hoover, being assigned to Troop C, Tolland, being pinned by his father, Glastonbury Police Detective David Hoover. Trooper Trainee Ryan Lester, being assigned to Troop D, Danielson. Trooper Trainee Mike Park, being assigned to Troop H, Hartford.
Go one. On your feet. Up. Face.
Trooper Trainee Joseph Fusco, being assigned to Troop L, Litchfield. Trooper Trainee Jared Reed, Troop E, Montville, being pinned by his father, retired Connecticut State Police Trooper First Class Kevin Reed, and his brother, Connecticut State Police Trooper Bryce Reed. Trooper Trainee Grace Seddon, Troop C, Tolland, being pinned by her uncle, Hartford Police Officer Dominic Agostino. Trooper Trainee Jacob Cordigiano, Troop A, Southbury. Trooper Trainee Carlos Cifuentes, Troop E, Montville. Trooper Trainee Magdalena Wolozhin, being assigned to Troop F, Westbrook. Trooper Trainee Kathleen Begley, Troop B, North Canaan, being pinned by her father, retired City of Manchester, New Hampshire Police, Captain Michael J. Begley. Trooper Trainee Ashley Sosa, being assigned to Troop I, Bethany. Trooper Trainee Gabriella Gandini, Troop E, Montville. Trooper Trainee Mark Aarons, being assigned to Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Trainee Nicholas Miranda, Troop C, Tolland. Trooper Trainee Matthew Rady, being assigned to Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Trainee Riley Carey, being assigned to Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Trainee Nicholas Kelly, being assigned to Troop H, Hartford, being pinned by his father, retired Portland Police Department Sergeant James Kelly.
Row one. Right. Hey. Take seats.
Colonel Lockman will now administer the oath of office.
Troop, attention.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Matthew O'Neill. Julian Nunez. Austin Calamita. Adam Payne. John Aisley. Eugene Willingham. Nicholas Swarm. Mason Hoover. Ryan Lester. White Park. Joseph Fusco. Jared Reed. Nicholas Kelly. Robert Carey. Andrew Rady. Nicholas Miranda. Mark Evans.
Ashley Sosa! Kathleen Begley! Magdalena Velasquez!
Carlos Devante. Jacob Gorgiano.
Grace Sennett!
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the state of Connecticut,
to the state of Connecticut,
that I will serve it honestly and faithfully
that I will serve it honestly and faithfully
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Connecticut,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Connecticut,
that I will faithfully perform all duties of a state trooper
that I will faithfully perform all duties of a state trooper
within the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection,
within the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection,
Division of State Police,
Division of State Police,
according to the rules and regulations of said department,
according to the rules and regulations of said department,
and that I will obey the orders of my superior officers.
and that I will obey the orders of my superior officers.
Congratulations.
Hold. Hey. Double file from the wood. March.
The next portion of our program consists of the training troop returning their troop guidon to the Academy staff. On stage are class guidons from previous training troops. The guidon represents the unit and its accomplishments. It serves as a source of pride that reflects the achievements and dedication of its members to the unit. On January 26, 2024, the 135th Training Troop slowly began its transformation from a group of individuals into a dedicated, highly motivated, and hardworking team. At an appropriate time during training, the staff presented the Training Troop Guidon to the class. As a testament to their commitment to meet the challenges of policing, the class adopted the motto, "Forged in fire, serve with pride." This declaration was embroidered on their guidon, and it serves as a reminder of their place in the 121-year history of our department. The passing of the class colors back to the staff is symbolic of the transfer from the title of recruit to the title of trooper. The guidon will now be returned to the staff by Trooper Trainee Gabriella Gandini and will be placed in a position of honor by Trooper First Class Daniel Richmond. On the grounds of the Connecticut Police Academy in Meriden stands a law enforcement memorial. Among the first of its kind in the nation, This illuminated marble monument serves as a constant reminder of those law enforcement officers in Connecticut who have given their lives in the line of duty. As part of today's ceremony, a video will be played for those state police troopers who have died in the line of duty. In reflection and action, let us honor and never forget the 26 troopers who have made that solemn sacrifice.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears.
Please join me in a moment of silence and reflection in remembrance of our troopers. Thank you. The experiences of each class are varied and unique. The transformation from citizen to the role of guardian and protector of society is difficult. What begins as an abstract ideal quickly becomes a reality once boots hit the ground. The members of the 135th Training Troop have met the challenges placed before them, and their presence here in this venue signifies their success. The new troopers sitting before you join the ranks of those who have and will continue to serve with the honor, courage, and commitment required of a Connecticut State Trooper. Since 1903, the Connecticut State Police has been forged into one of America's premier law enforcement agencies. Our code of honor serves as the embodiment of our values in our continuing pursuit of excellence and commitment to service. Each training troop is expected to memorize and internalize the code of honor from the moment they enter the doors of the training academy. Now that the 135th Training Troop has joined the ranks of our department, they will rise together and recite our code of honor. We are one family, and our code of honor symbolizes the joining of the members of the 135th Training Troop into the history and traditions of our agency.
All members of Connecticut State Police, on your feet. Code of honor. Begin. All members of Connecticut State Police, take seat.
To the members of the 135th Training Troop, be the calm in the storm. The challenges of law enforcement are hard to understand intellectually and even harder to appreciate emotionally. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can control your response. Your motivation, paired with countless acts of initiative, have demonstrated your ability to perform under pressure and will set you apart as you create your own path forward. We are proud of your accomplishments, and your presence in the field is greatly needed. I look forward to watching you all continue your careers as you uphold the honor and tradition of this great agency. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise while State Police Chaplain Rabbi Chaim Gertzman offers the benediction.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, again, we thank you for this occasion that we have come together to celebrate the graduation of these new troopers and for all the people in their lives who made it possible. Thank you for your presence with us, as well as for all your help along the way. I pray that your hand of guidance, provision, and protection will be upon them in these coming days and months ahead as they settle into their new assignments and communities. Let the dedication of what these graduates have accomplished be an inspiration for us all to better apply ourselves to the challenges set before us and to improving ourselves through education, personal and professional, development, and a commitment to serve others. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. On Friday evening, February 2nd, 2024, the 135th Training Troop was dismissed as a training troop from their first week of service. Now, this afternoon and for the final time, 135th Training Troop, you are dismissed.